Hi guys, it's Dylan from 21 Vintage. Today we're starting off our charity shop trip with a vintage American t-shirt. It's from 1991, single stitch, and it's on the Onita tag, which is a good tag to look out for. This is the kind of stuff that got me into vintage clothing, like the vintage t-shirts, American kind of stuff, so love picking it up when I can. It was £4.50, we should be looking about 30 on Depop. This is a brand that Jazz has picked up before and done excellent with. It is Eliza Cavaletti. They're just really quirky women's wear pieces. This was £6. Again, we should be looking about the £60 mark, which is really nice. Sold really fast as well. Then while Jazz was looking at that, I picked up a tie. It's of Marilyn Monroe from 1994. Another made in the USA. So yeah, finding a few pieces from there today. This was really funky, to be fair. It was £2 and people have them listed for about $26 on eBay. Then we've got a lovely bit of Joseph Ribkoff. Nice jewel design to it, like a long sleeve t-shirt dress is how I'd probably describe it. It was £6 I think. Paying up slightly, but we should be looking at about the £40 mark. And then again, Jazz just popping off with the women's wear pieces. This is a really good brand to definitely keep an eye out for. Save the Queen. It was £7.50. Nice, kind of reminds me of a western shirt. And they're listed on eBay for about $55. Then I actually picked something up. I was slacking a little bit on the pickups today. This is a Lauren Active Ralph Lauren knitted jumper. It was £3, not the best tag, but thought I'd still pick it up. And Jazz picked this up, not too sure why, but I thought I'd include it just to be safe. This was the flop of the trip, so I picked up some games. Resident Evil 5 is gold edition, so I thought there might have been a bit of value. Usually with the special editions there is, but this one's just worth the same as the normal game. And then GTA, I'm going to keep it for myself, but yeah, it wouldn't be worth picking up if you was trying to resell these. This was a really nice thing to look out for. It is from RVCA. It's a collaboration with Christian Fletcher, who I think is a skateboarder. I could be wrong. These skateboard collabs, very rarely they're not worth anything. So it's usually a good thing to have a little look up, even in the charity shop. It was £8.50, should be looking about $40 for it. And then this next piece I would have missed. I thought it was just the charity shop's own brand, basic hat. But Jazz actually had a little look, and it was a bit of vintage Nike. It's from late 90s, early 2000s. Just a nice wool kind of material with the nice spell out on it. Perfect Depop stock. It was £5. Should be looking at about 30 back from it. Perfect Depop stock. I love it. Now I ended up leaving this. It could have been a good pickup. It's Kappa. It's a proper wool knitted jumper. It was £5. However, I do think it had shrunk in the wash. It definitely wasn't a medium. It probably looked like kind of a kid's jumper. So it just wasn't worth the headache. They only go for 25. There's still profit in it, but obviously someone would want it to be the actual size it's meant to be. And then again, picking up a bit of winter stock. I should be picking up these beanies instead of caps, but you got to pick up what comes in front of you. This was £2. Helly Hansen should be aiming for about 20. We thought we'd give this a go. So it's a Uniqlo 100% linen, brown tunic top. It's a brand that we don't really pick up, but we've sold our own personal items from them, and they've sold pretty fast and for decent enough money, a bread and butter kind of item. This was only £3. I think they're selling on eBay for about $25. Be worth seeing whether it's worth picking up. Another collab. This one is United Colours of Benetton with Keith Haring. So it was only $1.99. It is actually a kid size, which we didn't know when we picked it up. Bit annoying, but it's a strong collab, so I still feel like we should be able to get 10 to 15 for it. And then we picked up this night golf plaid skirt. This was really sick. No swooshes, unfortunately, but night golf sells really strong, so definitely, if it's cheap enough, pick it up. Lovely bit of animal here. I think it might be more of a vintage one, maybe like early 2000s, but I love the colour of this. Proper like lime green. This would have been a perfect summer t-shirt, but unfortunately we're picking it up at the end. So it might take a little bit longer to sell, but I just thought this was really sick for £4. And then the absolute banger of the video. This is a CP Company like long sleeve t-shirt. It's got the like security tag looking thing on the sleeve, and this was only £1. I'm not like super familiar with the brand, but I know these pieces are really good to pick up. I think they sell for about 80 on Depop, and from all the checks that I've done so far, I'm pretty sure it's legit. Yeah, really nice find, especially for £1. It did have a few stains on the sleeve, but I have managed to get them out. And then we picked up a couple of polos. The first one was this Adidas. I'm pretty sure it's like late 80s, early 90s. And it has this really sick pattern to it on the sleeve. It was $4.75. Solds are a bit all over the place, but I'm going to be listing it for about 30, I think. Then we got a couple of Yves Saint Laurent ones. This one was really nice with the big graphic spell out. £6, size extra large, perfect size. Listed it for about 50, and then this one was for some reason 50p more, but it actually sells for less. Probably looking at about £30 for it, but still gotta pick it up. This was a pretty random pickup, but it's Looney Tunes. It's like a suspender kit. It was from 1993 and made in England. It's of Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner. It was £4, probably looking about 30 potentially. So there was only 2 bits that I didn't manage to get clips of this week. Pretty good going for me. First thing was yet another tie. I just seem to be picking them up recently, and just because I feel like no one looks at the tie sections, and when you actually do spend just a few minutes scanning through them, you can usually find some decent bits. This was actually made by the same brand and the same year as the Marilyn Manson one. Not Marilyn Manson, Marilyn Monroe. Slightly different people. Yeah, this one is just of the Thinker. Like a statue kind of design. Just a bit funky. This was only £1. Looking it up, we can probably get about 15. So yeah, make sure you're looking at your ties. They're decent sellers. I think we've had 7 so far, and 5 of them have sold, so it's a pretty good success rate on ties. Obviously, it depends on which ones you're picking up, but so far, just sticking with like older ones, like Disney, cartoony kind of, just like novelty style, seems to be doing pretty well for us. And then the other item is a pair of clogs. Now, these are orthopedic shoes. Basically people with bad feet. That's probably very like understating it, but yeah, apparently orthopedic shoes are meant to like help. I'm not quite sure how these are meant to help your feet because the bottom of them is wood. Can't see that being comfortable, and then the top is like leather, and then just like a little strap thing. So these were in the charity shop for £5. I think it was Ricky Lee, I saw in his videos, he's picked like the orthopedic kind of style stuff up before, because there's usually a bit of value in it. And yeah, same goes with these. We should be listing these for about 30 to 40. Because the design is pretty simple with these, it's probably going to be around the 30, but definitely keep an eye out because some of them can go for your 40, your £50 kind of area. So yeah, very random. As usual guys, all of the pieces will be over on our Depop, 2 on Vintage, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Bye!